What does this race mean to you? You got your one goal, obviously, was to win the championship, but what do you want to do now? Because you got East Coast guys I'm sure you want to prove yourself against with the Nationals coming up.
Yeah, for sure. I'd like to see, how I stand up against Trey and Villapoto and everyone else, but at the same time, I want to stay safe for the outdoors and give myself a good opportunity for that, too. I don't want to do anything to jeopardize that title and hopefully come away with that one.
Yeah, so your focus, you think you can run with these guys and win the championship this year when we start racing in May?
Yeah, I feel confident in the outdoors. I always feel more confident going into outdoors than I do coming into Supercross, and getting this title gives me a lot more confidence going into the outdoors.
Now, you and Ryan Villapoto have had some run-ins in the past. We had him on the show last week in Seattle, and he had a favorite to win that championship. It was not you. I know you guys have had some run-ins before, but you haven't raced in a long time. What's that going to be like getting out on the track with him?
I don't know. I guess we'll have to wait and see. It has been a long time since we've raced, and I don't know how that's going to go. Maybe I'll just sit back and just let Trey handle him again, but either way, I don't know if he's going to beat me.
Your season was a pretty wild one. You started with a big hole in the points when you had a problem in Anaheim, and you came all the way back. And what really got attention was the rider in front of you in points, Ryan Dungey, was having all kinds of problems. And the rumor was that you guys were trying to get in his head. What was going on there?
I don't know. That was just how we were playing it. We're kind of trying to intimidate him a little bit. It's nothing serious, but seems like it might have worked. It's nothing major, but it can get in your head. And just one more thing in the back of your mind while you're out there trying to race a main it's not good.
What does this title mean to you? When you came through the ranks, everybody knew you were fast. You had a lot of amateur titles, but you had a reputation off the track as well. But now you're a champion. So what does it mean for your career now to say, you can say what you want, but I have a #1 plate now?
Yeah, that's good. It puts a little stamp on it. Does show that the hard work I put in this offseason paid off. And like Rhino said, he said you put in hard work, you're going to get the title, and I got it.
You're smiling, man. Do you feel good about this? A week later, is it still good?
Yeah, I think it's going to take a few weeks to wear off.
Right on. What is this race in Vegas like? You were kind of raised on the East Coast, but you've been in California for a while. It's hard dirt out here. What is this track in Vegas like for you?
I mean, the track in Vegas it's just like a non-watered test track. It's just going to be really dry and slick and a little bit blue grooved, and the whoops will be gnarly just like last year. So, I'm ready. We're just going to see how the track plays out.
How crazy is this race? I mean, usually champions don't win. It's been, I believe, 1999 was the last time a rider with a #1 plate actually won this race. How crazy is this race, and why do you think that's the case where champions usually have problems?
I don't know. I really have no idea. I think that's just it's just weird that happens. I don't think that's going to happen to me. I don't know. I know last year pro circuit guys had a whole lot of trouble, and hopefully me and Trey, that's my goal, is me and Trey battle it out. 2 champions go battle for Vegas.
Yeah, is it kind of like an all-star game? Do you want to represent the West? Do you want to show that not only are you the champ of the West, but you're the champ of everybody?
Yeah, for sure. And, I just want to win any race anytime I go out there, so just one more.
You were down 30 points. Did you still think you had a shot at it at that point?
Honestly, no, but, I would never say that, but I knew it would take mistakes on Dungey's part, and I know I'd made mistakes to get 30 points down, so there's no reason he couldn't make mistakes to hand them back, and that's what happened. We just kept trying hard and acted like we were never out of it, and apparently we weren't.
I want to ask about the team. Jim mentioned that the last title they won was actually with Chad, which goes back a couple of years, and the team's kind of totally rebuilt from then. What was it like when you won that championship in Seattle, not just for you, but for a team who had definitely had some problems also?
Yeah, they were excited, and I was happy to give that to them because that's a team that took me from when I was riding for Rockstar doing horrible, and no one really wanted to sponsor me, and those guys stuck their neck out there, and they got me on their team and put in a good year last year, and they redid my deal for 2 more years, and I'm just excited I could get a championship for them. That's what they wanted, and that's what I wanted.
Same question we asked Trey then. You got a 2-year deal. What's the future hold for you? What coast, and when do you think you might move up?
I don't know. Seeing the red background on my bike looks pretty cool, so I'm going to probably stick around the West Coast next year. And I know I have Yamaha and Troy again next year. I'm happy about that. And then 2010, ride 450s if everything goes as planned.